Yo, I did it for a mama Muna Yonkodo about a Melco Jumedi lie so. I say, in name brain so, I don't mean share with their boy so. It was see, a queen embrace with their man, say, Embre when him, Nafika such a. And into you do about where shower, sir. Mamma Vera could form men, or no, we are over fun so I can such a. And here saw my own conconian, that for you soon who be a free no more. Inti yam from boy bra or boy better say fata. It was sick, a tiff we now show, sir. Yes, so said the kind home, oh, yeah, this same way in way, oh, Jesus demon. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Yo, I got from the boy now say, I'm when I manage, say, my lady, and then not be a boy, my never could form men, or no, and brain. We are maybe fun, so a church, BBI says 10 minutes. At the same year, nothing or Nanusia. I say, we say, be a woman, and I say, maybe I will be answered at the Abba, now at the same every Monday. And to mention on Major Humia, so I'm coming will be Monadum. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Yo, Penny, wait a minute, was the brain. But Johnson can.
Yet on Capa Mammy.
Yo, okay, yo, and yeah, wait, you're for
yet on
Camuyan asked to say, and you bring what this year, the customers in one sem. When him said, Mumudo do an hour, they do how we get $1,400. But our stimulus package, you know, your friend of HR 1319, your friend of American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. It is our HR 1319, your friend American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. 117th Congress, 2021 to 2022, no, and our approve this at the buy. Now the Paco introduces our bill, you know, your friend or Representative John Yarmouth, or Free Kentucky, or your Democrat, or Kentucky, will introduce your friend is saying, Act, you know, February 24th, 2021. And we introduce you again. Into House Budget Committee in the CI or what you who said, "Find any bitch me a pass or you bitch me a bunk of what's abrimo." Or where do my bomb what brak COVID you cost one as and from pa omunya omuntwinya emwa a brak COVID you cost since I'm so mini videos to make catch up penny already because me too fine. My husband is driving, me take care of the mini videos so.
Yeah, my man.
It's your passing side, almost passing some we say no COVID relief package, almost passing no March the 6th, 2021. And the day March 11th, 2021. It's almost passing no on the 6th of March, and at the 11th, no. And the the 11th to end up President Biden a sign yet. It's your sign your day on the 12th, no, we shall say so more sending checks. Echo and go for it's the first checks that starting in a chassis February March 12th. That's our bill will cry a dear bay funding and it provided dear baby to me a dear into a blank of farmers. So a one woman to be in your second bit to be a dear Indian. Am I a BAD? A one nutrition programs I could walk. A work program in 91 would you wake. Or more with food stamps and the idea, and while I go school, we need a bomb when I the education, the edgy. With some kinds of black COVID the buy. American collaborate how go school, or when you need through the school. It's already breakfast, then lunch, and with school. And while I be praying at dinner, ever yet the bow and the coffee. And so COVID the buy now virtual learning the buy. And while I don't go which we did breakfast, lunch, they do a which we get the coffee. Sabreno. Na opportunity be there any hobby you enti the omo yen say po hobby am so ye chair the was kumra moment but parents the bro nobody car e be no hobby to a switch of a bus ba ku mi no na ofa train we say ba bus asa ye dey akọ but akwala ni post to a bus the fa akwala ye dey e dey post school enti dey ye easy say akwala dey be dey e be nya aduane dey enti COVID the buy akwala the bro ha they been going hungry our host say ye ti America produce mo I would say the land of the free, land of opportunity. There were so many children who went hungry every day. A lot of families went hungry. Now, when you say you can't, you free Ghana and you free Africa, but you can't say people are going hungry in this country. You will say, was an adult free chroma and a common general. A common general because a Juba way and ye enough for which we had a triad dika aside at 80. That was the problem. Last week, no. Let me hear program. I rehearsed a Kalaba for me virtual learning. And Akalano, I feel finally, no, Akalane burst out. No, say, I am hungry. I've not eaten all day. I wasn't be anywhere to say. The child was just, I feel, and focus. It was school. So I say, I'm hungry. I've not eaten all day. And the teacher had to stop the virtual learning. And while the teacher contacted other parents and the other teachers, no more grocery. And Kalano work class, no so no catch up with parents. To try and in the bush. But why should that happen in a country like the United States of America? Because of capitalism. Capitalism is a horrible system. It doesn't work. But the idea is it works. It doesn't work. It keeps the people who are poor, continue to let them be poor, and then the people who are wealthy continue to be wealthy. It is sadly when it provided sad nutrition, it provided a it is sad parents be card. Parents are not about edited free school, about card. It was be piano or with the Sikaye day, a book card also. And my parents, no. Parents just want with food stamps. Sorry, increase your food stamps. So, said a bay on my baby, literally a year. Sad bill ways on a what a bia or back. We Juma. Obanos Sabri Napadano or virtual learning. Into provided Sika for child care. Said a baby to do Bano Aqua baby, and now say, or be to be about fee, where to be a training for chronica. No, I didn't. What shake number one. I think so. Our programs are who do be for adults to cry. AB and penny for you or who here benefits, and I'm penny for you or who quantity any idea. South building, you provided funding for Sanko for. And some provided funding for COVID vaccinations. Said the Bay will be a bit and your vaccine is getting and you provided Sika for vaccination. And some provided Sika for free testing. I face to treatment. So capacity of us open your COVID-19. You bet to be a dead to a bra. 1 year day, a medical. And I face so it provided Sika to prevent COVID-19 a year campus. And therefore, Francis was our ability is a boy with mental health. Some share COVID you probably bring affect you mentally because of who Hanoi in the Juma Kama. I didn't see Kama. COVID-19 by Sabri Pakon the Juma Bono. What can Juma Papa will get it is Sabri no. Acquires in the Pakon not getting in their yard assay because any brabano so or money at the job provided Sika for mental health. So they may be a person for no much day and one talk no much about the Juma Abwa or mine. Sikano so so as I Sikano to be bought for and for we use substance abuse into ABR drugs the day home chronibano and what need to be put on programs said they be on which they are getting out of the use of drugs and yet. And also with housing. Some money more COVID-19 if I was any probably won't be trouble rent. In trouble can see a bit too for. But Sabri no more halt evictions me idea. Now say what would yes campo. Now the you can actually go and apply. There's a qualifier on the mouse which we a day and the aquacutia would die. As I provided the council for states, I would work. Into states are a work room hanging on. Sa package you bill with it will provide this Emma states and say a state if you or where some or which way they are. I feel so local level. And your friend said tribal, and your friend is saying, and you for Indian, American Indians, it provided funding for Musa or one casa reservation. So into a Momusika said they be almost so bit day, it should be the actual small businesses also. Musa was small businesses be will chrome her, woman the high for any idea. Small businesses, the high for be brave, they will chrome her say, a new market in Kitty be brave or Honoma, woman a high for 4 years, men so COVID the buy them. It's as an old twin to your employees, a cano. Don't one eye then, employees DBAD, a binum so lay or more off. But sa package when able to be a boss and a pay as uncle for on bet me a trio employees a cap. A boss with healthcare workers. Some share healthcare workers be bring so you're impacted into an also provided funding a more transportation workers. Some share also you're impacted and our federal and veterans in now. A boss internationally. Inti say sa package in America how kwan ebe boa internationally inti omo hwe say omo dey vaccines di be kwan Africa any if say other continents in ano inti sa sika we betumi aboa abo matumi aboa afoforo so ebe boa so am yetumi aye scientific research betumi aboa me yetumi research any development e wo krodua mu am yehunu at sa COVID-19 vaccines na say maybe if changes have to be made we can make those changes moving forward. Ain't I therefore also say extend the unemployment benefits no so. I extend the unemployment benefits no so. And your friend is saying unemployment compensation also a tax free. And they are thinking of student loan forgiveness tax free through 2025. Ain't it a student loan na ABA we so taxes be one idea or it will be tax free up to 2025. I think so rebates of $1,400 per obi we are eligible and only income guidelines or make us our income guidelines no wasn't. I think so provide premium assistance from Crophobia, health insurance, area health insurance. Na wulusu wejuma. And so still no here cobra no and also so no there's funding a bit to me abwa. They do a whole choir, so yeah, show because you between you, I bring it. Say so much when you're fun, no between your son and it is our third stimulus checking out. I'm just explaining something to you. So or you're under the age of 6 or about $300 a month, but that $300 a month it will start in July. About $300 a month until the end of the year. We're under the age of 6. This is different from the $1,400 a day amount. Just keep that in mind. And now, we're bound to see between the ages of 6 to 17. You're about $250 a month. So that is also different from $1,400 a day. Yeah, can't was them. I therefore Francis says someone say your income qualifications. I say income guidelines. Ain't you know, so when you're individual, you find say you're now we income you up to $7,500. Ubenya sa child tax credit America who was sa sike be ma busumi biam we qualify for no. Some more worrying so now we income you up to $150,000 so we qualify for sa. But so we income ni e over 200,000. Now we are singular. We yebi. More worrying some income you over 400,000 so we yebi. But the good news they say you would do now why your income no Andrew sa 200,000 and now 400,000 and don't you ever qualify for sa benefits way so far as we back akwadania under 6 and now between 6 to 17 years of age. Now benefits the crab and you be free side you be who is ebe boaba in cash immediately. Say be obi o ho kra e bia ne car ho baby asay oni sika obetua sa cash na eva no betumi use so e bia repairs bi o ho e bi kra we so to tony e bi ma wo ma no obetumi nya cash immediately obetumi ayede e use so we so guarantee income so at least no meaning say sika na se da yede endorse we because na $300 is yes it's however at least no a more guaranteed income for a certain amount of time and fighting poverty to so the who say Chroma say nipa bebre they live in poverty. Obi wo honoma oye adwuma full time. Now unfortunately sika na oje no enye enough to take care of the person. And we know nipa bebre ho adwuma Walmart. And so at the end of the day oni baby take. Adintra because a dying rent ni is so high say sika oje wo Walmart enso no. Nti edru na akope baby ayede ada. And opanu aso no akope baby adware tentem no ayede wasa akọ Walmart adwuma no. Ain't a bit me a fight poverty. A bit work with health care. Nipa bebria or when you baby any idea sabi ebe mo sa income at least when your housing. When your house the bit with the health. Fi so would have until bet me ayare. Obi crab it you have a twash or so be obia. Into at least the way will be a way to improve people's health. A bit more with education. Because we put so much funding into education. A bit boa. Ye more free or more way any inform or more from K through 12 all the way up to the college level. And therefore, from with social mobility, because the social mobility cry anything, and it's a bit to me a more poverty or what to me a free and movie up onto the second ladder. And then with time, no, almost between the after woman. And also financially, because this is providing money on a long-term basis. And the idea for funding education, over $82 billion up to education fund. And they go out all the way to 2022. K through 12 also so the amount of $54.3 billion. And governors are on more different states. Emergency Education Relief Fund, $4.1 billion. I am fun to say ABO's state schools the war or be a hall quite ABO to be afforded tuition. Yet the says you cannot say Bia. Why won't be afforded with tuition? Now folly within certain income guidelines. You betray the Abwa Hono. And at $2.7 billion is from the other private schools. Private schools, and another 22.7 billion from the higher education emergency relief fund and so and I'm what with your food stamps, so Sabri food stamps, so you're increasing 15%. Now it will go all the way through June 30th, 2021. In the end, fund says a would food stamps, Sabri, and fund say $100. Sabri, the cost by 15% into at least and also bedding. Unemployment is saying $300 per week. Into federal employees, though, they can get unemployment up to 24 weeks. State unemployment up to 50 weeks. The deadline to apply for unemployment in order to get it April 30th, 2021. Into Mr. Mwa, but what they are making sure so obey apply. The one will see out. After so about making provisions, the states no so person add the extra $100 per week to unemployment or maybe to me and also so. And a small business of one who's a kind, more over $325 billion in small business funds. I'll make me apply for PPP loan and no any a payroll protection program normal one into which we are apply into apply. What's going to happen is that over time on basis as can now the intro my is hope you were highly or into Sabri sans a funding we will so apply now we as a small business which me a high sample for the back now it's no yes she says you can amount. Now maximum loan as small businesses on between up to $2 million. Up to $2 million. Million programs are pay ediabano very good. But the caution I remember when they say only apply for these things if you meet the eligibility requirement. Only go forward if you're eligible. So when you say with income as a married couple, over 150,000, more than that, like over 200,000, all the way up to 400,000 and up. Won't qualify. Misro and Konkoye Pukayi and Koye in Korea more taxes or so thinking say, oh, Miriam man kawe na man kawe, all this kind of money. Then yes, yeah, Christopher, will be a nino pray. As I said, my yes, our program one that sorry for the catch on say maybe say we never qualify for anything, but it doesn't bother me. I didn't bother me and bother me because I know say at least my taxes that I'm paying is being used for something positive. And no to me you're concerned say me yes can it be because at the end of the day me accountable. I make enough income to survive, to be comfortable. But what about Obia or make it $20,000 a year? What about people making $35,000 a year and now $40,000 a year? If a chrono own to be surviving on that income, especially so one macra, and to me because in Palano we as Ogoton Tadiama Womo school, Aviomo trip as Oko Triani idea. And at the end of the day, I know that my money is being used for something positive. So even if the government doesn't give me anything back, I am not concerned. So when you say you don't fall within this category, I miss in Korea with taxes or so, and with taxes or so, said because at the end of the day, they will find out. And if they find out, because you lied on your taxes in order to make more money. Would you know cry when Yanko so be a day? Ubishra. Sabri Manuesi, we did some forward questions. Open Manuesio, if you have forward questions. Hello?
Hello, yo, Auntie, yada si bebre nyame nkosu ya opa. Eja kisle pacha wa batu aso.
Yo, there was some mommy. There was some waka actually in May. There was papa and some just say, and Yagro, a pussy. Obi was embusi bi anase mwe bi a bre mame acheche mu amaye medamase ebusiafo eya ahosisi aba no me question back ni mame uka bibi se eye card na ye de man kwala na ife food stamp kwala card bi ye de man kwala no sisi no time na start here
Yo penny enti enkwala our family so me almost fall within income category na me kind. It depends on a ma wo. And to me, so be a mammy back one in a casai say last month 1,600 and a good there you saw. It really depends on your income. The lower your income, the more money you will get in terms of your predecessors.
Okay, it just started on last month.
I'm only talking about the card now. Would you trade?
Card, yes. Okay, to that last month,
yes.
They almost started.
I almost started last month until Nobas I said so, but they're going back to January. Just keep that in mind. They're going back to January and almost 60 can already into although as I am in the past last month, they're still going back to January and almost January, February, March cano nobody didn't as of last month.
Okay. No, I see. But much obi was saying this and say more but me there basabi.
Me patcha meeting besa question.
Yes.
Me patcha say akwa konso ansan kan card da onya bi da. Na kwan be so na January we sisi kai ne ya abre no.
Yo what's it obi akwalaba o man akwalaba ko enya bi.
Patcha wanya bi da.
Okay. Question me bu sound is a card no a card ba ko penny e be ma wo. I for the entire family. And ya de be ma akwala bi a card though. Enti ba mi bu sound ye brew card. I buy brew card.
I buy bread card na card no akwa pen na this can be torso. But no omu na qualify for that. Na me friend mo just say ba ko no de be but I mad for months ni almost a year. Am I?
Okay, inti bomodi anesa from you na catch say be seen ade na mai because we entitled to it. Inti sa free bi o minim say bi obenya social worker bi or social worker and a case manager wo.
Macha what dey?
Baby I will free you know. Oma assign obi a obetumi na kasa. And I'll fra only obi obefe bi na na kasa.
But obi o kasa e bi na me kasa.
Inti sa from obi o catch say be seen won sankan ye. Into you really need to find out a da won sabeka. And that's all person your appointment now will back on them. When you say I use one person because of COVID. But you can also your appointment now the case manager yeding ekasa. So still the one sankai ya from the catcher one was so one sankai. Because I was kind of gusto card no just kind of gusto making sure so will be a who feel qualified piano. Open ya says why?
But you now can't men call us me office now here from Kameko.
The thing is, I wouldn't be in office or just a wolf friend. Wolf friend were requested for appointment. COVID didn't in ABO won't be my own back office for, but on bet me no Casa phone. So to which me I can't say, open so ya appointment now you will be Casa because we hear so much church now near maybe any so 1 10 year maybe as. So what I say?
That's you. Yo, it is that over 300 never the baby good card mission. It be good checking account name.
I know they are different. Sa sika no me de ma wo se wo okay nti ya fa no so wo ma Now, who under the age of 6, will be able $250, but I know you're separate. I know they're starting a part July. Mama say a Diana no person would talk among banana. It is a car no the mom. That's the kind of baby puso. So they be always with their prayer, Diana, Ama Banaya. There's a woman so waiting from 6 to 17. Yeah, there will be $250. It is a movie. Yeah, it was no calculated. So I a family be probably $5,000, we between $3,000. If someone to take that number, depending on how many children you have in the home. It is a say, she can't over the mamma a for Adrian and Qua, and they won't be found for fat idea now be sad. So I say no for only food. We go to go to that store, the fair basis and cassette for 75 years.
Okay, right? It's me for show. Yes, oh wow, so we'll check your card. This is really woman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and someone check your card. Yeah, the baby baby kuswa.
Oh.
Yeah, they cast a mammy bank, but then the casa also checking the card or no also checking the who's of the $1,600 about.
Let me near baby my friend a catch him.
Okay.
That's bad.
Opening gun, I'm so pesacasa, a quantum.
Yeah, I'm paying for the antivirus, but they be over on my house with me hand up. Now, Kakam walk in there. Mammy very catch him or cheddar a gun of what you were ham or there you who there you were right to her. Yeah, you want to have you pay taxes now, didn't benefit now. Remember, you may be pushing outside. Now, on second, so if you were you were right to vote now, oh yeah, we tend to be very passive. The more who there say it choose a banner APR over wall. A lot of these benefits like food stamps now, since President Johnson time, what year a big society, what the benefits, food stamps are this day. Since Reagan time and wait to the captain is the memory a while back. Into one here now you the sort of benefit social a benefit from the main domain. There or they are very active about political issues and political affairs for Kuma. We have the right to participate. We don't have to be observers. In key more contribution at the domain.
And it does the the right to participate. Who said, what can you say? You're passive. Yeah, you say, and you ever cost from and fire. But if I hope, who is a Black Lives Matter? I said, my help us. Yeah, I just say, yeah, because we are Kaisia, we are Manu from us. Our children are seen as African Americans. We are there, our body is seen as an African American. What probably free Ghana buy it? One also so you are still seen as an African American because we check it off boxes now. Boxes be anywhere, I can say Ghanaian. Boxes be anywhere, I can say Nigerian. There's no box like that. All the boxes say either black / African American and African American / black. And we have to be very active. The NAACP is an organization and can set Ghana and Libya and African Libya are joined. Why do I say that? Woman on policies are who do a possible. Woman near me a possible, maybe a member of the NAACP. Policies are who do a possible. We get some of this information, we look at what they are going to do. And we are able to say, we don't agree with this, we don't agree with that, and so on and so forth. So we can stand against it and push our Congress representatives and our senators to vote on our side. And to be strong, let us be active. Don't just sit around and say, and he wants us to use our brain. That's why he gave us those brains. Let us use it and let us stop saying, but when I see Jordan, it won't be paid in here.
It was Mame Vera. Pacho Sabezo, a quandimu, Ubi was in Busan as a moa, a quandimu, Madamasi.
Mepacho masem bisa ene se wo krom ha woni krata but wo ma anase wawa sa we mu nyina wo qualify na se wo de wonka ho. That's
Mame Vera, and Pacho,
yeah, they say technically, the manager they qualify for everything because they're citizens of the United States of America. It is Anqualano do qualify, but what I will say and they say, call to ask say, "Womano jabe no mo sabeka saje." Meaning, wonsa card ni wo decide any money be abroad na yes or no.
Mepacho Debbie.
You violate taxes. Who violate taxes? And Kwalano do violate taxes, and I will be do violate taxes.
Because I feel na baby a wawo. I feel na ma wo kra.
Oh, the Bakana Fen one proud put here.
Aye.
And the man who was so from okay. Just all violate taxes and son aside get it together. Because you have to be in the system.
Oh, okay. So when you file tax, they are going to mean qualify for that.
Right. You have in the system. So I just say, only like the child doesn't, right? If I can say, like in the tax system, Akalani doesn't exist.
Okay.
Right. It is said if I'm going to know what, you know, no which we are file it, yeah, then Akalani can get all the benefits.
Okay. Me that's civil.
It was Mammy. Pamcho for how between the Abba and more another Simbisa.
Yeah, but I'm painful, but no pay a crank why.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the my main question will be saying technically, a woman on paper, she might not qualify, but it doesn't hurt there. Or pursue inquiry with social services. Okay, into on contact one share about benefits on for a ban under these circumstances. It wouldn't hurt. So or contact one or confirm it there to any benefits and but if there's a possibility there these benefits in it qualify at least for a ban. And you make effort to pursue it. Most of my bottom are
so when him number now, say if you only will be on J benefits, I'll bet to be an phone number because card nobody problem phone number. It's over to be a brand new say wow from herself so says our benefits $1.9 trillion here by and then our money to Kenya. We said Jamie Nimene say can they know who up and I will promo crana who would be or which we apply for Medicaid or hospital.
Yeah.
Emma Meno, Swati any Apadani because a brown will go through postpartum care or the person making sure that you're being taken care of. It said they used to do that. But number 45, the president back on the buy it or say near my baby. So on who, but they say when you say a near me a day, and near more yet, don't want our wood to obey to be a friend work son, Joe does.
Amen. From church, that's so urge assembly. Sanemwa, they were brave. So be on family.
But all these benefits, maybe so there. The difference in the application from state to state and or some states or cities now they are certain benefits are what you want to and what is shown. For example, even before this AE Baba Ekura in the New York City, what school feeding program there during this COVID, we'll try to, in fact, the Blasio Institute holidays program there, and I want my vehicles, what the Ejibana Duko parks na was there. And so with this addition of this federal assistance, does it vary from state to state and city to city and now? But if you have any knowledge, I mean,
no, the federal that law, the Brana ye passing on the 11th of March, it does not vary from state to state. The stimulus is the same throughout the entire United States. It's the same throughout because it's a federal law throughout the entire United States. Every month is the same throughout the United States. The only difference comes with Medicaid. Medicaid is a state program and a federal program. Of course, you get federal funds to run your Medicaid program, but still they are administered at the state level. And within a state, they expanded Medicaid, when the Obamacare came, and then a lot of the Republican states decided that we're not going to expand Medicaid, which caused a lot of problems for people. So into those kind of things is a bit different. But where they are federal law, so once it's a federal law, it goes across every state in the United States. In the may say Maryland, that's about feeding programs. Say I say no we visa or drive it here, various places. Schools no be brave or then also so sciences you say, you know what, there's a feeding program which you have to care for breakfast and lunch. In here, no, they said lots of the governors decided to do that, whether they were Republicans or they were Democrats, they did that. And $1.9 trillion is governors of the various states also can use it to their discretion. If any an emergency fund, to use it to their discretion to help people in the state as well. No question. I may answer if I want a question. Obusa said 2020, the no worry. Into your filing tax 2021 would you so who qualify? Meaning says yes, you do qualify because meaning says you're basing it on your 2019 taxes. 2019 taxes and 20, you can so they're based on 2019, 2020 taxes and also your current income that you're making. Because eventually have a so go 2020, if you're not pay $200,000 and not 250, right? It could be a COVID buy and if you're going to lose it. Say that person still qualifies. And to just make sure, say you're filing your taxes. Although you filed it in 2020 because you were married, in 2021 you need to let them know so you are no longer married, you were single, so that they can calculate what you need to get at this single point. Extremely important. And to once again call that number. So a card on the card press our number and let them know. Because they need to know. They wouldn't automatically know if you don't notify them. Why? If I propose that question, answer.
That was say, man. My question back on. My question is, so stimulus check here, okay, 1,400 no. You said the bus able boy be a would the dank now they are there. It may be not with me. But I just about one time pay. You know, 1,400. Now we will come with higher. Yeah, you dank a crackers in way, you know, 1,400. It's can answer.
It's one time payment just to help out. And so you'll be a finance still what dying car still want to be in Tria if you want mortgage, which we are from a mortgage company. Say if you are COVID now affect. So on budget paperwork it's stress and COVID now affect. Say if you are reduction in income and I say if you are one warrior, Sabri, maybe you were divorced, and now one warrior, if you are lose lose income. On better salary for working, you're not rework it for your friends or monthly payment. No way to be reduced and also a day. So what's your apartment? You want to start with have a challenge is paying your rent and so swap. Sabri, when you saw about putting moratorium on evictions. However, a state-by-state basis. That's the only thing. If you need to check with your state to find out what the rules are, call with state and find out what the rules are in terms of, say, they won't be a renter and see what help is available. If it should be about switch to a renter.
That was a man. Yeah. But for her now, so do a question. That's some wow. Sabi obetumi di about.
You'll be on catch a normal year. On the inquiries about baby, what baby and social services now, all those things now. Then, me pede me the brown margin there. One congressional offices, local offices, and so one coffee one constituency. If you say in here further explanation and then it go to my friend congressman in offices, in the local offices, no one. Now it way here somehow to win into one who may be able to direct you to a department and now a directly into what may utilize those congressional offices now or one vicinities in
yes, opening me that's so casa and no crap who bet me I idea and don't say idea here. I'm saying we don't tap into sample photo. You know, we voted them in, right? Did we vote all these people in? We can vote them out if we want to. So yani voting and one bay until we can vote them out any day. So I hear you man because you know I feel here voting out. It's when you so said your penny can Obia Congress representative who do zip code extra computer no Congress.gov United States Congress.gov. Although zip code is shema a bit pull Congress representative and the address local address the amount and the local phone numbers of the amount. Now why they going to be a friend if I now in a day akasa. Meaning say you higher the idea is a brofo abekano. If you mean to be the name camp brofo. Meaning emane how brofo be abeke be our betiasie. What can be business one tias to people say? What did you say? No, I can't actually say, okay, this is what I mean. I don't understand why I don't have my card. Could you please let me know who I can talk to? I need to find information about social services. Who can I talk to about social services? I'm having problems with housing. Who can I call about housing? And Rosa won't mean cabro for no. Spanish of war, Professor and Quad and so would be maneuver. It's been don't be shy, said well, Prophet is the CNE. Would your car on Betiasia? They will understand what you say. They will finally get it. Believe you me, they'll finally get it. So to be catch icons, yeah, on bet me at a Prophet our organization.
Yeah, that was the moment. I'm sure. That was it. From Joe Obu Peso Kibia, Emma Pine.
Me pacho, me kasaka.
I'm Pacho Kimikaza.
You me say you decide we are say it's me fair congressman. Yeah, there are some training because sometimes a back critical now. Personally, my yes encounter be now my friend now one they couldn't help me much. It's me did say me take the next step my friend congressman. Na masem ba konso say e we many pebio. Now just say or ne mano or my 5. Onya side e be da. Na me be sa man onya says can be da. Na ni kun na de enkwatre faale on the true. Ni kun ni ha. It will bet me afre some kofona biso say ni kun na de mo faale na still a onya mo sikari bint no obisa ase ana se on twema ni kun mum emra no medi ho dwuma na pacho.
If you on friend, I'm an friend. So we I almost money warm. And are you allowed so bet me the bet me the Colana file that the other ones also to be a filing. Into end the brother presser. So I say, yeah, who transfer brother presser and allow so money warm. It's not matter what card next to Mr. On friend Musa because every friend a card yet the other maybe a sense you put Ghana friend will be a silent. Every other card the other card that I had this girl who's Into Miss Rano, one friend won't check it. Why? No, Musa.
That's true.
Why?
That's
You be banners, you see a class idea. That just what risiko. To Miss Rawa, you manage there. Why?
that's true. Now, second one, to say, yes, of my friend, now I want to please buy on the kind. Mean your master man access lamin for wedding call Congress one. Because I am a stimulus, yeah, Muna, a call wrong address, my one is what watching. What when I'm saying anything to attraction. In fact, I ask my hard drink. See, for what they call now one, and I will be advising me, please buy almost so much many horse. It's me to call Congress and in patrol.
Okay, and keep in mind, say, I know the any police for accept. So I say, chrono attraction. And today, so we understand, and call 2 sign or so attraction. So fresh phone number, or fresh warm. So just a baby, I get card free bank. Say immediately, I get yard. So then you week, yeah, from a catcher over say, card. A call people for address, wrong address. If I cancel attraction, 2 person will stop it. Payments be a cost card. So I can say, because they say, Obi swap we use one who might come. So I say, what debit card I get now, credit card I get. One friend will bank in 10 1. So that bank and I track card, every other Bakona and any other 20. Actually, of course, they'll refund your money back to you, but the process is too long. Intimate Sawa. Almost that catcher almost say, as some as the catcher a da. If a crown one in the casa or castle, what took card naturally. So you need to have a date. Into they'll go back and look from a day, be our computer. So if I want to use to card and one, that person will have to pay the money back. Believe you me, your best mom will be up to the fee. Up and I see a veggie scanner for one way or the other. Or file taxes are your better. Or we see our banker. I as a phone quality people will see our chroma say, you may. Said I won't so savage to be a cow card. Now switch me yes can I you do to be Sarawa away there Congress nothing. And you're between one day, the social services, making sure that your card is sent to the right address and making sure that if money has been used you know what, and where you will problem. Why? To be Sarawa, the whole to money
No, that's a mixture.
Yo, it was your fault. So be was
yeah. Yeah, my no question will be say, yeah, Okafa Yankuna Summer Bay, no more from me. I am there by a week or so ago, and I must die or in here go through a family financial issues. And all thing I call a there. Your name is your phone. Woman, active in our family financial issues. Or my actually, you come here way. Other parents or with the right to know about the family financial issues. And so this is an exhibit A. If you stay away from that activities now, as Mr. Adai said the other time, and Abia on Yawuna or ever punish you, but Wumba ever punish one. Into women take this opportunity, they see as some of us are die catch your hand. Na Henum Mammy free, more very active. Women who a financial issue severe or do him family. Amadachi a being you walk, then we can do it as normally as possible. Into you probably a question, what years you now could do? Into Mama, but also about some like one.
Yo, the American is opening. Some men are very transparent with what you know. So, important some men are transparent with their man. So, so be active in family financial plan a day or financial activities. It was set for so many so would bills to the next table, I was Yama. Sabre, so me ask Sikaya GB, a Kaya GB, a CA Danka, a trade as adults. The Entnasi, Yen, Sika, your bank, no so any, so what I say, It's yet it's when you never you save and sika say you better for your savings. You better try your hoka. Said you better out your hoka. And for Basse, yen diamocano, one stand where you sika bank every savings. It's not for example. Utia hoka, many people say a GFA and try and be a hoka. You try a hoka. So who will be $100 or no $100, I'm smart $100. Said you better main sound for bank semi bank we used to get free bank. It is $100 a semi wallet. We hope even I'm a semi fan of my the $700 to show be an ambition. And the Yamisika. So it's young of problems and fun to question your day and my work. If it's Sarah Bibia, we hear Bibia yet, which we did. Intimacy, remember when you're transparent, whenever you know what's nothing, one share financially, dear more yet. Bibia was a Ghana, and we have Bibia or what? But we didn't know where Japadia Crown will your work on. Program so that what's your taxes near dear a bar, but we didn't know. The ideal situation, and it's a I think so that's the best situation because I don't know, and for problems, everybody knows what's going on. Who debit card or super debit card, and they're banking on phone, right? Phone, any idea banking. Phone, so it will be possible. So how much money has come in, how much money has been taken out, bills are went and so on and so forth. So won't pull them or towards you. That one church almost side here because if knowledge is power. Now we are empowered and so a boy be brave, I'll make the right decisions. And what's about to reach now and now because some people know anyone that when you be brave. There's one financial plan and one. Just when you hope you are, you'll be totally lost. To be also take charge. Taking charge means working collaboratively with your husband to make sure you are financially situated.
Yeah, there was some man, I sure power, and Jejima or the man. I don't know, say, yeah, Bene, a yasso. So people so okay, be quicker, member no quite. And yes, idea, and the best man, that we are wrapping up. Now we are, Sister Susie, I drop my.
Benefits be free. Even if 1400 and they one time. Even if Sika you did good card so among for our bomba, it's being here. A bill so this come with so our tax break from the parents or more under 6 and then allow me from 6 to 17. About 18 are all qualified. Into about making provisions, food stamps over increasing by 15%. That baby K through 12 education, college education, engineer, agriculture, nutrition programs, small businesses, small business, especially one more 501c, which we have to apply for some funding weekly. Make sure that you are being honest. Once again, if you don't qualify, do not make an attempt to go get it. Income guidelines, $75,000 for a single person, up to $150,000 for a joint, someone finally joined here up to $150,000. Obia will make it over $200,000 or over $400,000. You do not qualify. It's Mr. I won't qualify and because the American government is watching us. They know where we are. They know what we do. They can arrest you any day, any time. Now, I mean, this because our situation. It be a $1,400 when you map up with us. So, any big was not when you put any bus in the snow. And the cap, the here moment of slow, no mouse can function. And no more showing your county for any. Mr. will be also somewhat more qualified. Mr. Call and get those benefits because that's why we pay taxes. Our taxes are working for us. Benefits. So they at least you two bay and they say most which we get I am one I think so a man manifested so you have to be transparent with your wives. It's extremely important. We'll file taxes separately. My who was cowardly or who's cowardly. Ideally, no, you should put your money together. I mean, of course, more worried. I didn't always see this guy. That way, see this guy. If I saw be any so, because then there's no transparency. Put the money together. Who bills are sit down every month, pay the bills, pay yourselves, and if you do that, you see that there'll be peace in the marriage. Because someone who said divorce don't do an divorce has a lot to do with money. And you see them and getting divorced. We don't want that to happen in the Adventist church.
Amen. Amen. Mammy, there was a power as my work. I mean, sure. Your sister, do a bumpire my shiras on my uncle.
I saw me a mumpire. The Yankopon that was when him dear way in a day at Shane, a friend in your bag so. And pipe on a set by young stand down to me into from a brapper. Masum due and my fee in pedring in them near Sumimu. Nantry a crown somewhere where you sorry fee. That was a pass only 18 year acquaintance by Sudimutino. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I'm very, I'm sure, baby. I'm sure when we're saying, yeah, that was it. So it's a baby at the place of Bravo Boy. Now, some of what kind of memory, ask me the ye. I mean, sure. From a bay, I mean, sure. Here. And